Hello friends, welcome to my channel Fundamentals of Engineering. Today we are going to see another non-traditional machining process, that is electron beam machining process. Basically, if you see in the electron beam machining process is a thermal process. If you are, well, in the last lecture we have seen that non-conventional machining process, they are using three types of energy, that is electrical, chemical and thermal energy. Among that, as compared to the laser beam machining, is same is the electron beam machining process, where it is using a thermal energy to remove the work material from the contact surface. In today's lecture we are going to see its principle, equipments and working process, applications, its advantages and disadvantages, like merits and demerits. So before starting to this lecture or this session, I request to all of you to subscribe my channel and click on bell icon to get more notification. So first, working principle. It is same as a laser beam machining process, where we are using a thermal machining or thermal energy. From that thermal energy, the material gets melted and vaporization will get the workpiece, which will be removed from the contact surface of the electron beam. So in laser beam machining process, we are using a laser to remove the material from the workpiece. Here we are using high speed electrons which bombarding on the contact surface of the workpiece to get the desired shape. Here these high speeds of electrons, when they are travel and which is contact with the workpiece surface, there is a conversion of kinetic energy of high speed electrons to the heat energy, and due to that heat the material get removed. So you can see this image, the localized heating by the focus electron beam is taking place, then gradual formation of hole is taking place, then penetration till the auxiliary support, and removal due to high vapor pressure is taking place, where these high speed electrons are converted the kinetic energy which are flowing with a high speed to the heat energy. So depending upon the intensity of heating, the material can melt and vaporize. So material removal is taking place at the contact surface due to melting and vaporization. So this is the basic principle of electron beam machining process. Now guys, we are going to see the equipments which are used in this EBM process. So first is a cathode grid. It is used to generate electrons. It accelerates electrons to sufficient velocity and focus them at a small spot size. It is made by tungsten and tantalum. So it is an electron gun, or we can call it as a cathode tube. So where whatever the electrons which is generated, they are passed to this with a sufficient velocity and focus them on a small spot size. Now this cathode filament heated up to 2500 degrees Celsius, which accelerates electron emission by thermonic reaction. Now these electrons are travel towards the anode, or it is called as annular bias grid. It is connected by negative bias. When electrons leaves this section, the velocity of electrons is half the velocity of light. So the electrons particles move towards the anode, and that anode which leaves the electron from this section, where the velocity of these electrons is half the velocity of light. Then third part is a magnetic lens. It is provided to shape the beam and does not allow the diverge electrons or reduce the divergence of beam. So whatever the electrons which coming from this anode, this magnetic lens is provided to give the shape for that electron beam, and it is not allowing to diverge that electron or reduce the divergence of beam. This allows the pass the convergent electrons. When they allow, it gives the convergence of electrons. At that time, the high focused beam is generated, and this high focused beam is passed from the deflection coil on the contact surface of the workpiece. So you can see the high focused beam there, which is coming from the magnetic lens. The next point or next equipment is a deflection coil, where we are using electromagnetic lens, where it is used to focus the electron beam to spot. So whatever the high focused beam is coming from the electron beams, it passes through the deflection coil. At the deflection coils, we are focusing that electron beam at a single spot on the workpiece. Next is a workpiece and work holding device. The workpiece is mounted on the fixture and it is mostly operated with a computer numerical control machine, that is CNC. And this process, the table which we are using in this process, can move in 3D directions. Next point is a vacuum chamber. That is important. We have to use the vacuum chamber, otherwise the electrons will collide with the air particle and it can loses its energy. So whatever the impact we are getting by this high focused beam, that will not get if we are not using this vacuum chamber. So we have to use the vacuum chamber to avoid a collision of the accelerating electrons with the air molecules. The process has to be conducted in vacuum. So that are the equipments. Now we are going to see the working process of electron beam machining. The cathode grid gives, or the electron gun provides the high velocity of electron beam. Then these high velocity electron beams or particles are moved towards the anode. Then the high electron particles which are having the high velocity, then they are going towards the magnetic lens, where the convergent electrons pass through it. So these electrons which are convergent, and that is passed through this magnetic lens. Then these convergent electrons pass through the deflection coils, where it focuses the electron beam at a spot, and when they focus at a spot, the high intense of electron beam bombards on the workpiece, where kinetic energy of electrons is converted into thermal energy. And there we are getting a material removal due to melting and vaporization. So in this process, first the cathode grid, the electron gun provides the high velocity electron beam. Then these high velocity electron particles are moved towards anode. Then from the anode it moves towards the magnetic lens, where the convergent electrons will get, and it will pass through the deflection coils, where the high intensity electron beam bombards on the workpiece at a single spot, where the kinetic energy of that electrons is converted into thermal energy. When they are impact on the contact surface, high focused beam is impact on the contact surface, there the material removal takes place due to melting and vaporization. So this process of heating by electrons beam is used for annealing, welding or metal removal. And this process we have to carry out to vacuum chamber to avoid the collision of accelerating electrons with the air molecules. Now where this process is used, where the electron beam process is used, that application, it is mainly used for micromachining operations on thin materials. These operations include drilling, perforating, slotting and scribing, etc. Drilling of holes in pressure differential devices used in nuclear reactors, aircraft engines, there we can use this process. It is used for removing small broken taps from holes. Micro drilling operations up to 0.002 mm of thin orifice dies for wire drawing, parts of electron microscope, injector nozzles for diesel engines. There we can use this EBM process. Where we can use as a micro machining technique, that is electron beam lithography, used to manufacture of field emission cathodes, integrated circuits and computer memories. It is particularly useful for machining of materials of low thermal conductivity and high melting point. As we have seen, this as a laser beam machining process, it is used for machining of metals and non-metals also. So it is having some merits. It is an excellent process for micro finishing. Up to milligram per second we can do the machining process. Very small holes can be machined in any type of material with to high accuracy, either metal or non-metal. There we can produce a very small holes by using this process. Holes of different sizes and shapes can be machined. There is no mechanical contact between tool and workpiece. It is quicker process. Harder materials can also be machined at a faster rate than conventional machining. Electrical conductor materials can be machined. The physical and metallurgical damage to the workpiece is very less. This process can easily automated. We can automate the machine. Automation can be possible. Extremely close tolerance can be obtained. Brittle and fragile materials can be machined. These are the demerits. Now we are going to see the demerits of this process. The material removal rate is very low. The cost of equipment is very high. It is not suitable for large workpieces, as we are doing this operation in vacuum chamber. So we have to create a vacuum chamber. For smaller holes it is possible. For larger workpieces to the machine, it is not possible to create that much vacuum chamber. So it is not suitable for larger workpieces. High skill operator is required to operate this machine. High specific energy consumption due to generation of higher electron beam at a high velocity. A little taper produced on holes. Vacuum requirements limit to the size of the workpiece. It is a smaller size, we can use this vacuum chamber. For larger size, it's difficult to maintain the vacuum. So we are not using this process for machining of large workpieces. It is applicable only for thin materials. As we are getting the taper to the hole, so we have to use for thin materials also, only. At the spot where the electron beam strike the material, a small amount of recasting and metal splash can occur on the surface. It has to be removed afterwards by abrasive cleaning. So by bombarding the electron beam on the workpiece, the melting will takes place. So whatever the melting of the small particles, that will recast on the workpiece surface, and that we have to remove afterwards by the abrasive cleaning. It is not suitable for producing perfectly cylindrical deep holes. As we have seen, the taper will get when we do the machining for the generation of hole. So we are not getting perfectly cylindrical deep holes. So in today's session we have seen the electron beam machining process, what are the working principle, equipments used in this process, then working process, application, demerits and merits. As we have seen, it is same as a laser beam machining process. In the LBM process we are using a laser. In EBM process we are using high speed electron beams. Hope you like this video. If you like it, please stay connected and don't forget to subscribe my channel and click on bell icon for more notifications. Thank you very much.